I can tell you this without any fear of contradiction. All political parties in South Africa, except the EFF, are white controlled. The same goes to MK, by the way. Yeah, they are white controlled. So, once a motion is put and the Israelis call PA, let's go this way. They call ACDP this way. They call DA this way. Holomesa this way. Bosa, Musi Maimane this way. I mean, the biggest funder of Musi Maimane is that woman who used to own Hilton Hotel here in Santana. I forgot the name. So, all of them, they can just be told, we are all moving this way. And you can see those Mapantiti, they don't have any principle. They don't pretend. They tell you, now we go where we're eating. If there is no eating, we are not going. So if we realize this thing, if they realize this thing is collapsing, they are going to move to the site where there is eating. So they don't even they are not pretentious about it. So the GNU has completely failed. The GNU effectively has collapsed. To just be told that, no, we're still together, GNU is still there. If you are there, why can't you pass the budget? So the inability to pass the budget, it's a confirmation that the GNU has collapsed. They are still managing each other. But there will come a point where one of them will have to take a decision. We will not support the MK motion because we don't think, like I said, doesn't make sense. They are well entitled to make those positions about this or that, but where they are right, we'll support them. But we don't think that is the way to go. If they meant business, they should put motion of no confidence against the president. Then there we know we've got the role to play. And to actually put this matter to rest, any motion of no confidence put against the ANC president will support it. Because he has put us into this mess. He's the man responsible for every mess we are experiencing today. And therefore, we are not yet there as the EFF to a point where we think we can put a motion of no confidence because we're still working the ground. You don't want to do some not well canvassed work in Parliament. You have to go around, seek consensus and all of that. Their fight with the DA is also strategic. Treasury is reactionary, and Treasury is still captured by apartheid apologists and apartheid beneficiaries. You know, there's something you don't know, that when Zuma removed Pravin Gordhan, the Treasury senior staff came together and said, let's resign and leave with the pin. Those people have got a pin to PESAL. The DG of Treasury then didn't have a pin of PESAL. So without PESAL, you can't pay salaries of the workers. That's when they wanted to collapse the state. That's how it prepared they were to collapse the state in favor of an individual, which is treasonous. I mean, if you start disappearing with the pin that pays salaries and then those things that pay the tenders and this and that, service providers. And they are, I forgot the name, and there used to be an Afrikaner woman. There is the one who's got a PESAL pin. Her and her alone has got that access to that thing. So she can disappear. We're gone, we're finished. For sure it is in her will. Or when if she dies, the pin must be given to so and so. So I think one of the things we need to do is to take the budgeting process away from Treasury, maybe into presidency or any form of those things, where we say, this is what we want, this is what we're budgeting for, and all of that. And then they must pay. Because if you take the whole program of action of the EFF and say, this is our program, this is how much we're going to spend on this program and all of that, you take all of that responsibility, you give it to a TG, you won't get a cent out of it. So you're going to look at that thing and say, there's no money. No, there's no money. So the people who are tasked to pay are very difficult people to pay. They don't just pay. So those things, I think they need to be run separately so that once we're done, we give them. There must be a political mandate that says, here are the things that you must finance. And then no one can question us about that because we've got a lawful mandate. If the law doesn't allow us, we'll amend the law to make sure that it meets this requirement, because this country is being held back by Treasury. Yeah, it's being held back. And everybody is very scared of that Treasury. Very scared of that Treasury. So we can't have that to a point where the ANC admit that they have no control over Treasury for the past 31 years. Because we're told this thing of budgeting was done differently before 1994. It started being operated like this after 1994. Why? They knew that they must capture the Treasury. Even if these ones capture the political power, they must still go through us. So we need to liberate and transform that Treasury. You know, where they must not just speak loosely. You know, things are not working. Eh? You don't just speak like you have power, from devil to fire, whatever. They are going to pass a motion of no confidence there in Parliament. What is God going to do? It's going to go to fire. That fire will not be fire because you now want it to support you in defense of the president. It will be water now. It will be water, drinkable water. He must not just speak. He doesn't have numbers. There's going to be a motion of no confidence in Parliament against the president. And I can tell you, they are going to come to us running the same way they came to us running on the budget process. They always shout and scream and insult us, say all manner of things. And when it is difficult, they run to us. Just now, in Ikuruleni, there was a motion of no confidence against the mayor. EFF must come now. But when things are nice, now we must look at how we remove the EFF and. So, and I want to warn you that this country will have a white president. This country will stay in Ezen as a president if the ANC is going to behave the way it's behaving. Because the motion of no confidence will come, will vote with the DA, mobilize all those who can mobilize, we vote together with the DA against the president. And then when it is time to elect a president, we abstain. And the ANC loses. We abstain. And this we told them in 2016, they never believed it. It's going to happen in South Africa now, you'll see. With this kind of attitude by the ANC, the arrogance of the ANC, even when it is being humbled, is still acting in an arrogant manner. We told them in 2016, you are going to lose metros. They thought we were playing. We went into those things. The DA nominated their people. We abstained. They finished them. When they were voting with us, the ANC, they win. But when they don't vote with us, they lose. That's where the road started. That's where the decline started. The decline started in 2016 when they lost the metros. And then the whites took the metros because of this reactionary attitudes of devil and fire. So it's going to happen. If they are not going to change their attitude, be rest assured, we are going to fold our arms